Hey guys, it's Angelica, the editor, and today I'm going to be checking out the Galaxy Z Flip 4 for the first time. I have not used a Samsung phone ever, and I think the last time that I used a Android phone was 6 years ago. I currently use the iPhone 13 Pro, and today I'm going to be comparing everything between these, from the displays, designs, speakers, cameras, performance, everything. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Wow, this looks so different than my iPhone. I was really bummed out last year because we did not get the Z Flip, we only got the Fold. Ah, that's so nice. That's really cool. I was really intrigued by this phone. This color, this looks like a banana. We got gold and yellow here. So starting with the design, obviously you can see we have a like hot dog shape going on here. It seems like the thickness is about the same, if not just barely thicker than the iPhone. So holding it in the hand, the quality is like amazing. Of course, I didn't try the last one, so I don't know what to compare it to, but this feels really nice and sturdy. The volume buttons are on the top, which is really weird, but what's cool is that when you close it, the volume button's inverse, so now this is up and down. But when it's closed, it gets really thick, the thickness of two phones, obviously, and any ladies out there, you know the struggle of getting anything to fit in your pocket, so I wonder how this is gonna fit. That is really thick. These pockets are pretty big. I don't know how this is gonna work in like jeans at all. It's super thick, but it is really like small and compact instead of, super long. That would not work out. That would fall out immediately. So looking at these camera bumps, the iPhone camera bump is massive. The Samsung only has 2 cameras. This whole area is really small, but it does have a display portion at the top. Wow, it has a lot of warnings about the display and the hinge. All right, so this hinge, it's actually not as noticeable as I thought it would be. Only when the light hits it, you can kind of see it, but feeling wise, it's barely there. I can barely feel it. This is actually really nice. So before we check out the displays, let's listen to the speakers. Okay, well, the speakers on the Galaxy, on the Flip, are actually really good. They sound almost identical to the iPhones. I think the highs and the bass is a little more prominent on the Flip than on the iPhone. Both are amazing. I don't think you're gonna go wrong. Now let's get into displays, and this brightness difference is absolutely massive. Even the full brightness for the iPhone outside, sometimes I wish I could get brighter. I can't imagine what this is like to use in full sun. So I guess in the settings there is an extra brightness toggle, which I don't know why that isn't on by default, but now the displays are actually almost identical. They both have a 120Hz refresh rate, which is great because that's one of my all-time favorite features about my iPhone, and it enables 120fps gaming if that's something that you care about. So now let's get into HDR quality. Looking at them right now, I am in shock of how much better the Flip's display is than the iPhone's. Everything about it, the details, the contrast, the colors. Look at how bright that waterfall is. Both of these apparently go up to 1200 nits in HDR. I don't even understand how that's possible because the Flip is so much brighter, so much better. And looking at these gaps on the side, like the bezel, it's definitely a lot thicker and you can zoom in, but honestly, who does that? Who zooms into full screen mode and cuts off stuff from the sides? I know I don't. I'm pretty sure Max and Vadim don't either. But if you're somebody that does, this looks so much better without that notch, just with that hole punch cut out. I am so sick of this notch. I'm ready for it to go. I am completely in shock by how amazing the display on the Flip is. So a cool feature about this Flip is that display on the cover. So if I turn it on, there is the time with the battery, and if I double tap, I can swipe through widgets, which is really, really cool. And then if you double press the fingerprint sensor, then the selfie camera turns on. If you press on the display. Cool. So now let's check out the performance. The iPhone 13 Pro has the A15 chip, while the Z Flip 4 has the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. So let's go ahead and run. Okay, and the results are in, and the iPhone is 20% faster in multi-core and 28% faster in single core. I'm surprised. I thought it would be closer. This is the newest Snapdragon chip. Wow, okay, so the iPhone is going to be quite snappier, but let's test out the graphics because that is the major benefit of the new Snapdragon chip. We're going to use GFXBench's 4K Aztec Ruins high tier off screen, so let's start. Okay, and this is interesting. The iPhone actually won by 1 FPS. We have 20 FPS over here and 20.9 FPS on the iPhone. I was expecting it to beat it out. I guess not. So the performance should be similar, but I wonder how the experience is gaming on this really wide phone. Maybe I'll have to test it one day. Now, talking about the cameras, as you can see, the iPhone's lenses are way bigger than the Flips. Both of these are 12 megapixel, and then the display one is 10. And the iPhone has an extra telephoto lens, which means that the zoom shots are gonna be a lot better. But we are actually gonna do a blind camera comparison with this, the iPhone, and what else?
The Pixel.
And the Pixel, so if you wanna watch that, that's gonna come out very soon. So I am actually gonna be switching and using this phone for a week, ditching my iPhone. I'm really excited. I'm very, very impressed with this. The main thing that you want from a phone like this is for it to be exactly like a normal phone, just with the flip aspect added to it. And the speakers were amazing. The display was insanely amazing. The performance is really good. So I'm really impressed. I'm really excited to use this for a week and let you guys know what I think. So thank you for watching. Click the circle above to subscribe and go ahead and watch one of those 2 videos over there. This has been Angelica with Max Tech, and we'll see you in the next video.